And gentlemen, is this the rebirth of Gintu? The same olden vibes. You know, I'm still wondering what has really happened. And why have we just allowed Gintu to call davyjnr the unprintable?
If you think about you're so rich enough, why can't you go buy a parastatal in Nairobi? Go buy a parastatal, a house, a mega bungalow in Kisumu City, Eldoret Town, I talk about Mombasa City, Nairobi CBD. Go and buy a house if you find like you are so rich. You'll find like this kind of the petty things. You're just filming people and also taking their own stuffs out. I've never seen such kind of a character. Somebody has given out such kind of the thing. Go and give it out. Again, you go and remove the same person, and you are filming to get money and talk about you are the richest boy in Nyaboanse. Very sluggish, stupidity, nonsense, which is the young boys don't understand. And it's because, you might be driving a second-hand vehicle, and much of the people can be footing. And you think about
that was because davyjnr's mission of recovery of the stolen or sold items from Matiko. Because we've been treated to the recovery mode with davyjnr's mission inclusive of davyjnr's detective within the parameters of Nyamwinyi village in as far as recovery of stolen goods and bought goods or sold goods from the villagers, especially Matiko. It seems that Gintu is not happy, and we don't know the reasons why Gintu is not happy. Gintu never stopped from there. He went ahead of mocking IAmMarwa and even celebrating IAmMarwa's dead horse. That is real.
Back to the system. I've seen so many people have written their own tributes. I don't know if it can be called a tribute towards the Rio death. And also, this is marking the historical way of how people are manhandled. God is not wearing a short. The more you do bad to others, the more it will come in a back way. We are not laughing about what has got, but this is the real momentum. I can just remember when this kind of the horses were coming, people said and proposed. People were ever there to say, no, this is not the right time, or this is not the right
to celebrate
climate
the misfortunes of others, even if the person is your worst enemies ever. But celebrating a misfortune like death itself really gives you a vibe that some people has got malice at. It also speaks volume. It could be they have hands in such kind of things, because I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe. But the kind of celebratory mode, even the lazy gang themselves celebrated, not limited to Gintu. All of them celebrated. And they said unprintables. Imagine even mocking Rocio in his point of grief and his moment of grief. That one tells you that the guys themselves are of black heart, of black heart. We want to unearth more using the two videos that I've just played, because one, we want to know why has Gintu started attacking IAmMarwa and in which kind of style, because there is a change of it. But the attack is coming so hard, so ballistically so. The reasons as to why davyjnr decided to recover, whether davyjnr is on the wrong or not wrong, because there are questions that we must post to Gintu and also to discredit the lies that were being told through this YouTube lens. So if you want to know more that is going to be unearthed at the progression stage of this video, kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. To my last subscriber, may God bless you abundantly. So let's dive in after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and let's welcome back to our YouTube chit chat once again. My name is Zach and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, there is two videos that I've played, and the main mission was to give you a snippet of them, so that going forward there are questions that we really need to answer themselves. So without further ado, let's dive deep into the topics of today by watching this video, then I will come in and
has been
dissect
given
them
out.
thoroughly.
Somebody has been told, okay, this kind of the surprise is going to be getting to this kind of the person, and it gets to that person, and again it's going, the same person is going to get such kind of the surprise from the same person whom we talked about. Okay, go. And this is the same point I'm going to be reflecting here, and it's going to be coming with the good allotment and also the good momentum when it comes to the real conclusion of understanding how this kind of the conspirams and the conspires of the moment comes. Number one, when it comes to somebody has talked about, okay, can you get this kind of the stuffs to this kind of the person, despite the person understands this person, okay, liquors, yes, this person smokes, yes, this kind of the person will misuse the money. People understands already, and somebody has talked about, okay, can you get this kind of the money, get it to this kind of the person, and after reaching to this kind of the person, what else gonna be coming up? It's in a way like you just deliver, because you are like a messenger, and if you are like a messenger, it seems like you have been sent to go and bring or go and give out what has been given out. And again, you make some of the videos, you are using this kind of the people, like you are filming them, you are abusing them, you are again collecting the stuffs that you ever promised or you gave them, you again taking out of them, and you talk about, oh guys, you know, I will never, ABCD, getting the same stuffs out. Look at what has cast talk about Matiko. Matiko got a motorbike, Matiko got a bed. Where are they? You can understand Matiko is explaining to me at this kind of the moment, talking to me like, you understand that this kind of the motorbike was brought so as I can change, because he's the one who got Matiko to the rehabilitation center. And I will just talk about it. When Matiko went to the rehabilitation center, they never even registered how much money and now money was paid in the rehab center. And it got to us when I bought a bed and I took it to Matiko's home. Ernest took the position, went to look for Matiko from the rehabilitation center and get him back home. After coming back home, what followed at this kind of the moment? Again, the same people who threw him away so they can just take a wife. That's number one. You can understand why is Matiko's wife. You can understand the clarity, what I'm talking about at this kind of the moment, whereby Matiko's wife is no longer available. Talk about Matiko's life was thrown into pogroms, was thrown into the desert, suffocated there. Demis told you so. If you think about you're so rich enough, why can't you go buy a parastatal in Nairobi? Go buy a parastatal, a house, a mega bungalow in Kisumu City, Eldoret Town, I talk about Mombasa City, Nairobi CBD. Go and buy a house if you find like you are so rich. You'll find like this kind of the petty things, you're just filming people and also taking their own stuffs out. I've never seen such kind of a character. Somebody has given out such kind of the thing. Go and give it out. Again, you go and remove the same person and you are filming to get money and talk about you are the richest boy in Nyaboanse. Very sluggish, stupidity, nonsense, which is the young boys don't understand. And it's because, oh, you might be driving a second-hand vehicle, and much of the people can be footing.
You can
and
be
you think
so
about
sure that the video that
vehicle.
you played, and you saw the Gintu himself really ranting. Compare it with the basic demeanor, tells you that somebody who is so jealous and so livid at the same time. You know, the jealousy to the fact that he's never happy with davyjnr's wealth. He's not happy with davyjnr's acquiring wealth. The point that's justifying that he is not happy is like, anytime you talk of that that davyjnr should go and acquire property in the city, just like Kisumu, Nairobi, and Mombasa, seriously tells you one thing, that davyjnr's development itself is an ISO. It makes people to remind you that a person who is so younger, and I always hear you call davyjnr a little boy, but while a little young boy has bought his own car with his own earned cash money, but it's Gintu gallivanting within the corridors of Nyamuhanze, doing nothing. Doing nothing. That is the thing that Gintu cannot fathom or Gintu cannot stomachache. That's a matter of a fact. If you listen it also going forward, davyjnr has got right to claim and to give, has got right to surprise and not to surprise, has got a right to claim all the goods and all the help he has ever helped either Murimi or Matiko. Because those goods and help were given to those people with a condition. They were not given out of pity, but they were given with a condition that these people must change. One, if you've ever been watching davyjnr's video, the one number one condition is, I will buy you this if you stop drinking. Then, if you drink and misuse this thing, we'll come and reclaim it. The question that I need to ask you, what the duo, the likes of Murimi and Matiko lived to the promise? They never. Which means they have already breached the contract itself. So what was the essence thing for davyjnr to do? The davyjnr just went to do the same thing just to recover. To add note, Matikos and Murimi of this world were being helped not because out of pity. They were being helped because they had wives and the children that they were supposed to take care of. Which means the mission and the objective of them being rewarded with the motorcycles and goats and the furniture was to help the children, the sons and daughters. But now that the wife and the children are no longer with them, and now they've decided to sell back all the furniture plus everything that they were sold, then they've gone into drinking. Therefore, the contract itself has already been broken. The only worthwhile thing that davyjnr ought to have done is to reclaim them back, which there is no problem. I'm still saying davyjnr must go ahead and reclaim it. And I'm still going ahead and saying, all Murimi and Matiko of this world must return everything, plus every help that they've gotten from davyjnr subscriber. Whether davyjnr is a messenger or not a messenger, the same way how davyjnr was sent to give help, is the same way davyjnr is getting instruction to reclaim all the help back. Because you couldn't be helped, then you're saying the opposite, that davyjnr has never helped you in life. You couldn't be helped, then you're saying all these things were script, that davyjnr had given you money to cry, to beat your wife. That is Murimi saying so. Therefore, is the toilet still a crypt, or are you having a toilet? You are having a toilet. Were you not bought a goat? You were bought a goat. So how is it a script? Therefore, the only thing for it to remain as a script, davyjnr must go and collect it back. So this thing must sink into Gintu, and you must be told whether these people are drunkard or not drunkard. You violate the issue itself. All these goods must be recollected back themselves. He's talking about the issue of Matiko. Who took Matiko to the rehabilitation? It's davyjnr. When Matiko was brought back, as the Matiko's life was recovered, in fact it was a great improvement. Even themselves, they even talk about Matiko when Matiko was bulging and so healthy. So what really has happened? Matiko has relapses. And what is the main cause of relapse? Because Matiko was removed from the rehabilitations by the lazy gang. So if you compare davyjnr and the Matiko, who wants good for the Matiko? It's davyjnr, not these people. These people want the worst of them all. So it tells you all the lazy gang and the negative reactor themselves are so blind and dumb. There is no anything good that this family will do without themselves smearing them with a lot of things. And for the matter of things, being that you're calling davyjnr so stupid and all those kind of names, therefore you must be arrested. I think this video must reach davyjnr, because you cannot be someone to be insulting people every now and then. And I was in a celebratory mode, mocking IAmMarwa after IAmMarwa's host demise.
Back to the system. I've seen so many people have written their own tributes. I don't know if it can be called a tribute towards the Rio death. And also, this is marking the historical way of how people are manhandled. God is not wearing a short. The more you do bad to others, the more it will come in a back way. We are not laughing about what has got, but this is the real momentum. I can just remember when this kind of the horses were coming, happening, people said and proposed. People were ever there to say, no, this is not the right time, or this is not the right
listen
climate.
to it, and you analyze it. That is a huge clapback that Gintu is celebrating the demise of Rio. That is the IAmMarwa's host. Do not buy the Gintu's phrase that we are not laughing. In fact, it's the opposite. Gintu is really laughing. All the lazy gang laughed and they mocked. There are other clips that I never put here because they were so long that anybody who wants to go and interact with the Gintu's video on IAmMarwa celebratory mode, Gintu went ahead and said the unprintable. In fact, he said the way IAmMarwa was treating his horses is the same way IAmMarwa has been treating people in his villa. Gintu really said a lot of unprintables. Gintu went ahead and said that everything that IAmMarwa touches must die. In fact, Gintu said it's not only horses that are dying, that people are dying in IAmMarwa compound. That's what Gintu is saying. You know, the biggest question that people sometimes must ask, and people are asking themselves, including yours truly, you know, why have we decided to let Gintu bash IAmMarwa and davyjnr in this manner? What are the reasons? Therefore, the reason number one that could mean this, this is what I think. I don't have an actual answer. We'll brainstorm on the comment section what you think why Gintu have decided to bash IAmMarwa again, because at one point Gintu was gagged. Number one could be the court case might have been terminated. Maybe IAmMarwa is forgiving, and IAmMarwa maybe might have just pardoned Gintu. And during the last vlog, IAmMarwa talked to us that if Gintu proceed, he will continue with the case. Simply means it could be the case was dropped, but Gintu was given a probation that every Friday Gintu must visit the court for a period of time. That is what I'm reading. Perhaps the case was terminated. That's why Gintu has gone back to the olden ways of attacking this family again. If the case was terminated, therefore it was something that is quite unfortunate. Very unfortunate. IAmMarwa could have just proceeded with this case, if at all. Number two, Gintu has found a new way of bashing the IAmMarwa's family, and is doing it with some mouthpieces along the village. And this mouthpieces is using Matiko and using Murimi to speak his message out. That is a new version that Gintu has found. So Gintu has decided to invent a version on how to hit hard ballistically on IAmMarwa's and the Ondari's family and davyjnr going forward. You know, Gintu is now not mentioning IAmMarwa's name in his videos on davyjnr. They are calling that this person XY, thinking that is safe. It's not safe because this thing is done with malice, but it can still be pinned down if you listen keenly, and it's of a common knowledge that anybody can read it, because we are talking of Rio, the demise of horse. It is IAmMarwa who is having horses in that village, and the horses are Rio, and it's the horses of IAmMarwa that have died. So specifically, you're speaking and referring to IAmMarwa. Simple. It is davyjnr who has been in recovery and claiming back the surprises that has given the Matiko and the Murimi of this world. Basically, people will get to know that you are speaking about davyjnr. Whether you mention name or not mentioning names, you've just been found, and still you can be arrested and back to jail themselves. You know? So Gintu still need further exploration within the court precincts. That IAmMarwa must come out and create the boundaries, must come out and get Gintu back to the police station. Must go ahead to open the case again, because it's quite sad. If Gintu was pardoned and the case was terminated, it's quite unfortunate event that we couldn't really agree. So guys, let me know your thought in the comment section. Until next time, this is Senior Zach.